Guten Tag, that is German. German for hello. Don't worry, I'm not going to do the whole video in German. This is DCeased, a good day to die. But I'm renaming this a bad book to buy, because this is rubbish and I am dead satirical like that. I got this because, well, the characters on the cover, we got Mr. Terrificals, Blue Beetles, we got Miracle Man up front, we got Miss Miracles, and they're fighting a bunch of zombies. And this is written by the same art that does Injustices, Gods Among Yous. It kind of tricks you with the first two pages, because they are half competent. We got Miracle Man and Miss Miracles. They use their YouTubes to go to Apocalypse. And you think this might actually be good, but the twist is that it isn't. Zombies, innit? That's the big thing. This is a one-shot. It is a spin-off because DCeased sold well. So they went, hey, let's put out a shitty little one-shot that doesn't even tell a story. Because people will just buy it because it's DCeased. So Mr. Terrificals, he is doing some science on the zombies. Mr. Terrificals says that he has found out that he is immune to the zombie virus. And pay attention to that enormous plot point that they outright state here. Because, well, later on, they just ignore it completely. A lot of this issue is building up to a story that never happens. A lot of it is characters standing around talking, looking out windows like this, looking at all the zombies. It's really not good. And even these little downtime moments that could provide nice character beats, it's mostly just bad jokes about zombies. Then we have got Blue Beetles and Booster Gold. So we've got a good little set of characters. A nice team, a collection of solid B-listers. But this story and the writer didn't care. Here they are fighting some zombies and it's just not interested in that. There's no really going on here. It's meant to be action, but it's not. And, oh God, this is just bad. On paper, this should not be bad, but it's told so poorly. The characters, they're just like toys. And even though the cover spotlights 4 characters, the one the writer is really interested in is Johnny Constant. He is the only person in this book that is treated with respect and treated like they actually matter. And yet they didn't put him on the cover. Instead they put 4 characters who the book deems to be complete fodder. We've had 6 pages now of just Johnny Constant. Johnny Constant running away from zombies. He has done more than the other 5 characters have done in like the first 10 pages. Then these lame duck characters that the book doesn't care about and uses just for marketing purposes. They want and they need Johnny Constant's help. But of course, he says no because he's hip and counterculture and rubbish like that. So then we have these characters moping around some more and not doing out. Then the zombies show up. We've got zombie versions of Polaris and Gwen Stefani. They've already decided these characters are so rubbish that it's not even worth showing them die. But then we just have completely pointless deaths of what are meant to be the stars of the book. Miracle Man and Miss Miracles, they get swarmed by zombies immediately. They barely even put up a fight. Like, this should be a big set piece. Them fighting against overwhelming odds and eventually succumbing to defeat. But, well, it's just a single panel really at the end here where they're getting surrounded. The rest is just them standing there. It's all hokey dialogue as well. And then we're back with Johnny Constant, the real star of the book, and how he suddenly has a change of heart and decides to go and save the day and help the others. But he can't even do that. Instead, Mr. Terrificals, he's attacked by Zumba Miss Miracles. Then Booster Gold ceases to exist because he is from the future. And finally, Blue Beetles is killed next, barely even on panel. But Johnny Constant, oh god, at least he gets to live, because suddenly Dr. Fates and Satana show up, and it ends teasing further adventures of Johnny Constant in this rubbish, pointless, alternate world. This is utter shite. It's not just that it has a complete disinterest in these characters, the characters that they have slapped on the cover to trick people like me into buying the book. There's no story here. Nothing is accomplished. The supposed main characters, they're just there to die, and die off panel mostly. Even the Zumbas, the big thing of the book, they're barely in it. They just show up to immediately kill them heroes. This is a colossal waste of time. At least Injustices has a fucking narrative. This is just rubbish cash grab, shaggy dog story. I was back and forth about whether I was going to destroy it, but then I just thought, what could anyone find enjoyable about that comic? I rate that 7 thumbs up.